As I've said before, I believe that the Pursuit of Cobra line is when Hasbro started to really do things right with GI Joe. The rise of Cobra, the initial movie that came out, kickstarted it with getting some really cool modern figure sculpts and having figures look right, look good. Not that previous incarnations didn't look good. Some of them did look a little weird whenever they were trying out some of the new things with the like the Spy Troops and the Valor versus Venom and whatnot. But in 2010, the Pursuit of Cobra line really did a great job. I have a 2010 Cobra HISS V5. Now, a couple things about this. I bought this not sealed. It has been opened, but I got a good deal on it. We're actually going to open this up and take it out of the box on the video, just so that we can verify which version we have, because there's two variations to this. Let's go over a little bit of what GIJoe.com says about the HISS Tank V5. It was released in the first wave of Bravo vehicles for the Pursuit of Cobra toy line in 2010. It included the driver Cobra HISS Tank driver. Okay, this guy is reminiscent of the original HISS driver and a figure that was later known also as Rip It. This guy's file card is here on the bottom of the box. Cobra HISS Tank driver. Drivers are the most highly trained and aggressive drivers in the Cobra ranks. They have to be. They're at the controls of one of the most sophisticated and destructive ground weapons in the world. They unleash the full force of this new weapon in the desert battle against the G.I. Joe team. Mission equipment, J36 short burst laser weapon. Okay, so as you can see, like, the box is not perfect. It's got a few little indentations here. There's a little bit of shelf wear to it. It's not perfect, but I mean, I got it cheap, so. But anyway, back to what GIJoe.com says about the 2010 Pursuit of Cobra HISS Tank V5. Tank driver remained unchanged when released in the variant black Cobra HISS Tank V5. So there is a variation of this that is black. The initial release, easily broken and lost pieces. You have the red missile, the black ammo belt, the two black cables are small and easily lost. The Cobra HISS Tank V5 was featured in several of the various media and various media of G.I. Joe through the years, including trading cards, comic books, cartoons, and commercials. Let's see here. Variation. As the instructions encourage owners to make their own unit numbers with the decals, there are numerous variations in the unit markings of the Cobra HISS Tank V5 if you're buying them loose, and people have applied decals to them. Additionally, the color scheme, and here's where we get into the important part, the color scheme of the Cobra HISS Tank V5 changed during release. Earlier releases had a maroon body, gray tracks and weapons, and a red missile. Later release recolored all of these to black. Additionally, the spring-loaded catch for the elevated attack position was retooled to be more secure. This later release also included updated instructions. So, we have a maroon one and we have a black one. The artwork on the front shows this as being maroon. The artwork on the back shows this as being black. So, I'm not sure which one we have here. I have not taken this out of the box. The vehicle mold was repainted or retooled for the following vehicles. Cobra HISS Tank V5 2010, V5 2010, the Cobra HISS Tank, the Crimson HISS Tank 2011. The minigun and missile launcher molds were repainted or retooled for the following vehicles. HISS Tank V5 2010, also the Tread Ripper tank in 2012. And there's a list of different versions. So, original retail price was $24.99. I got this for not a whole lot more than that. Yeah. So, let's get to opening here. Since the tape is already split right here, this should be pretty easy to just pop right open. Yeah, there we go. Not bad at all. So, as we pull everything out, it looks like this is the all black version. Ah, everything's falling out. I should not have turned it like that. So, I'll show you all here. This looks like that's everything in the back. This is actually facing the back of the box. The front of the box looks like this. So, but yeah, rubber treads. I actually like these a lot. I got to mess with a loose one that belongs to a friend of mine. These are the black. Whoa, hold on a minute here. This might not be the. This is not the all black version. This is actually the maroon version. Yeah, because of the gray. Yeah, this is all gray, and you know the rubber tread. It moves. I'm gonna go ahead and unpack this and check it out. I'll set everything off to the side, and I'll try to get it repacked in here correctly. But you know, that doesn't always go the way the way you think it's going to. Yeah, treads move freely. That's pretty cool. Having rubber treads on these. We have the canopy here. I'm not going to untape or unseal any of these pieces, but here's the canopy with the mechanism for it. Small pieces. And the red missile is in there. This is the attack position mechanism that allows it to move up and down. And the maroon body. Yes. This is pretty neat. Nice paint apps and everything on here. Not too detailed, but you do have some paint apps on here. Not a whole lot of assembly required. Doesn't seem like it would be too difficult. Pretty much like the classic GIJoe stuff. But here you have the instructions and what looks like like one of the ad inserts. Piece almost fell. So here's decals. Plenty of little like lettering pieces and whatnot here to customize this with. That's really cool. So I'm gonna place everything back in the box. I should have taken a picture of it so that I could see what I was doing, but you know, I lack a little bit of forethought sometimes. Well, I'll get this packed back away and then show you my handiwork after. All right, everything is packed pretty well back into the box. Yeah, maybe a little better than it was before, maybe not. There's no pressure that's going to be on this thing. So let's see if we can get it back in here. Back in the way it goes. Okay. Not a problem. Everything feels good. Figure's positioned well. Here we have it, the maroon version of the 2010 Cobra HISS Tank V5. Now I'm actually on a mission to, I'm going to have to get a black one to match this. I'll have to get a black one. But it'll have to be opened so that I can verify that it is the black version. I'm not going to stick a piece of tape over this or anything. I'm just going to leave it like it is. I don't really have a problem with it being an open piece. It's still going to display really well here in the box. You know, it's going to go on the shelf back here. This is a really cool toy though, and it's really neat that this is the early release version that is maroon with the gray tank tracks. Very cool. But anyway, back to what I was getting at. Hasbro was really starting to do things right with this line, and they continue to do so up through the 50th anniversary figures. But now I'm starting. I heard a rumor today that even if the Snake Eyes movie does get released, if they do toys for it, that it's only going to be a very limited number of toys, and they will only be in stores for a very limited amount of time. Like, we're talking 3 to 6 months, and then everything's done. So that would put the nail in the coffin for G.I. Joe. I wish that Hasbro could do this, but they just you know, it seems like they've given up on the line. So, in my opinion, the future of the line, the future of the action figures, lies within third-party makers, customizers, and that market. Unless you want to keep buying vintage or you know, up through like the GIJoe sets and whatnot. The GIJoe sets are pretty pricey, but you know, hell, I mean, even some of these Pursuit of Cobra figures are getting up there in price. 50th anniversary, you can still find some of those available here and there. But anyway, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. Yo, Joe.